What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically in today's video, we are going to be covering some in-depth technical analysis, giving you guys my, different approach to understanding and figuring out the current moves and future moves for some of these major cryptocurrencies. Yesterday's episode, we discussed in somewhat detail the relevance to where exactly XRP is going to be moving to, as we did discover a target analysis that is still pretty much on track, which was 63 cents within XRP, 62, 63 cents. We were also looking at these other altcoins, and I do want to dive in a little bit further on some of these cryptos. I feel like I lacked to mention most of it in yesterday's video. I got a little bit off track in regards to talking about just being safe within trading in cryptocurrency, and I like to do that often as more and more people ask me outside of YouTube and on, my DMs or even in person. They ask me about whether or not they should be trading in crypto. So sometimes that's what I address in the videos, as I do get off topic, and it makes more of an impact if somebody asks me in person, and there's a good chance they're watching these videos. But today's video specifically, like I said, we are going to talk about in depth these movements within Bitcoin and Ethereum. As I feel like I've discovered a very interesting pattern, as I didn't mention in yesterday's episode. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoEOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, now before we jump into today's video, I just want to mention just the progress of this channel. I think I started this channel when I turned 19 years old, and I'm currently 23. Today is my birthday, so I turned 23 today. So just the progress of how far this channel has grown. We started off back in, I believe it was my sophomore year of college, the end of sophomore year, and I was probably like maybe 19 years old then, and just over the years, junior year I was 20, senior year I was 21, 21, 22, and now I turned 22 last year, and now I'm 23, so it's just crazy to see just the growth of this channel over the past 4 years and how much it's really become such a big part of my life that I do every day. So huge shout out to you guys for supporting the video. Some of you guys or supporting the channel. Some of you guys have been a part of this channel literally since I started with like 100 to 200 subscribers here on the channel, and we've turned it more into this cryptocurrency focus. But it just absolutely blows my mind, because some of you guys have really stuck with it through the 4 years that we've been here making these videos, and the progress we have seen within the production quality of the videos too has grown tremendously. So it's all thanks to you guys. Huge shout out to you guys for supporting the channel. We're on our way almost to 30K. Now to jump right into today's episode, I don't want to focus too much on all that other stuff. I do have the current coin market pulled up today. You can see, wow, trading number 3 now, Binance Coin, pretty insane, up 46% on the day and up 100% in the past, I would say, 3 days. It's incredible to see the amount of pump we're starting to see now. But everything isn't green. Most of these cryptocurrencies and altcoins are up and doing fairly well. You can see for the most part, Doge is trading at 50 or 0.5 now. You can see the stumble it's had, which was anticipated after these major surges in volume and after major pumps in price. We eventually start to see markets start to correct lower, and that was my big fear on the channel for a long time. I would say the past couple of weeks now, for an immediate reversal in most of these major altcoins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. But to jump right into the technical analysis, this was very similar to what I said yesterday, but we have a lot of new people subscribing all the time to the channel that have probably missed out the target analysis for today's video and maybe the prior ones that we've had on XRP for the remainder of February. So mainly what we've been doing is we've been tracking the movements of XRP here in a major ascending triangle with a clear price ceiling on the coin. We discussed that after, a couple of days left in the consolidation, it will bring us closer to the 22nd to the 24th of February before we really get close to this apex right here, which would be the deciding factor as to whether or not the coin wants to break bullish or bearish. You can see what it is that I'm drawing out right now in reference to the directions of which this crypto is going to be moving to. So we do know there is a little bit more of a trend that we can pick up on right now in regards to moving forward in XRP. We do know that we can trade. It's a little bit easier to trade within these major ascending triangles than when we decide to pop off and break out. So for right now, my main target is in regards to the movement up to 62 to 63 cents. And then maybe we'll see a little bit of a dump, or we'll just pop off after that. But definitely headed back up to 62 cents. Yesterday was a great confirmation where the price actually managed to, swing back up above this uptrend here. We didn't really retest this bottom support. We got very close, but ultimately we did decide to stay above here and then immediately started to reverse up. So I do believe 63 cents is the target price for XRP in the next couple of days moving up. So these are good positions. I do plan on buying in soon. I'll share it with you guys on my Patreon, and definitely I'm going to leverage this all the way up to about 63 cents. How will I do that? I will be using Bityard. You can also see the very interesting chart. Let me pull up XRP right here. This is the XRP to Tether chart right now. You can see for the most part there is some sort of ascending triangle forming on the coin. There is a resistance. You can see the uptrend right here, and we draw the resistance right there. You can see the slow and steady growth to the upside. How would we make money off of trading on Bityard? It's as simple as just leverage trading this. You could put in 1,000, leverage trade it 20 times, you click buy. Or if you are anticipating a short, you can then click sell short and capitalize off the return of the markets dropping lower. My biggest push to Bityard is mainly because they offer this demo account, which is insane. They give you up to, they start you off with $100,000 in just plain money. It's not real. And you can test your skills. Nothing about the website changes, which is what I recommend a lot of the beginners to, especially those that ask me in person, should I invest in, should I buy in, should I throw $100, should I throw $1,000, should I throw $5,000 in, when they don't really understand the concepts of trading or shorting markets or just the short-term gains. So I recommend just testing out the demo accounts, learning if you can make a few profitable trades, then you might be ready to buy in or actually trade around with real money. If you have been making some fairly negative returns every time you use the demo account, then maybe you should hold off and just do a little more review prior to it. So I did throw the Bityard link in the description down below. I definitely want you to check that out. But to move on to Ethereum. So we left off on Ethereum in regards to the technical analysis with the bottom support in an ascending in a price ceiling. We had an ascending uptrend and a price ceiling. What I actually noticed was the ascending fractal that was forming more so than just this ascending triangle. What I mean by that is I found a top to the coin where prices would actually retest multiple times the top resistance here over and over and over again. And you can see it's kind of playing out right now. So this is actually a very good sign. It shows that there is some sort of resistance that the coin is going to be battling as it starts to swing up higher. And I'll swing this over to the daily so you guys can get a better look. You can see what I'm referring to. There is some sort of uptrend that formed, and it is slowly kind of peeling itself into some sort of top right here where these lines will at some point cross over. And you can see now this will actually better help us understand what could be future movements within Ethereum. At least give us a better time analysis of when we'll be seeing prices retest certain levels. So currently we did actually retest the top of this resistance here yesterday, which is a great sign. This does help us understand the possibilities of heading up even higher. Now obviously there's a few variables that this price can move to. We can obviously come back down to support right here. I think I'm going to do this on the 4 hour, just make it a little bit easier right now. You can see right now what I'm referring to. It could easily come back up, consolidate, and then pump higher, or we could swing up immediately. Ultimately, what we have to look at is these other trends right now in the market. We have to look at the MACD. We have to look at the relative strength indicator. We have to just look at the moving average. So the moving average is, very well done on the 4 hour. We are starting to push the prices up. And now you can see, looking at these other cryptos, Bitcoin, we have Litecoin here, they are starting to hit some sort of resistance and they are starting to consolidate out. So there's a good chance within the next couple of days we do consolidate out ever so slightly, maybe reference prior movements where you can see right here, if we draw patterns, we hit the top. We come down immediately, we hit the top, we've seen consolidation. You can see we hit the top again. There's a good chance we could see consolidation outwards or maybe an immediate correction back down to support. So what I'm really understanding is I don't think prices for right now within Ethereum are going to be breaking below this bottom support right here. So we may see an immediate retest right here and then swing ourselves back up to retest over $2,000 within Ethereum. But right now I'd hold off on buying in for a quick trade. As you can see, we are topping popping off, retesting the overbought signal. And every time we do retest the overbought signal, we tend to pull back down. So I would not be surprised if we pull back down a little bit, lower ourselves on the relative strength indicator, pulling us back down to maybe 50 on the RSI, and then swinging back up. That's my best technical analysis on Ethereum and some of these other cryptocurrencies. The same thing applies itself with Bitcoin right now, forming another fractal that we did actually manage to figure out right here. Beautiful uptrend, top resistance here. Good chance you can see once again 4 hour are starting to lead to becoming slightly overbought. We are slightly undervalued right now. This actually took place just a few days ago, and then we popped off. There's a good chance, granted, that we are retesting overbought right now. We see a little more consolidation, a little more trading sideways, as we've seen in the past here. Something like this, and then see an immediate pull once again back to the upside. So what I'm referring to is maybe something like this, and then a pop back to the upside, as we would eventually target approach maybe $53,000 to $54,000 on the coin. A lot of people are starting to think 55K is in touch and in range, and there's a good chance it's going to happen. We just need a little more consolidation. The same thing applies itself with Litecoin. Litecoin's pretty much just kind of bottoming off right now on its resistance here, but we are trading above it, which is definitely a good sign. We could use this uptrend as a means of swinging ourselves higher up, which I do think is going to happen, and I'm fairly bullish on the market. I do believe that most of these markets are going to be heading up higher and higher and higher in the next couple of days. You can see the uptrend holding off very well. Good chance this coin is just needing some more support. We may just consolidate out, which could literally be by tomorrow. We just need this consolidation by tomorrow, and then we could pop off. The same thing applies itself to some of the other cryptocurrencies. I mean, a sideways consolidation on this 4 hour chart here. If we pull back down here, this is only by tomorrow. Or even if we pull out a little bit longer, this is maybe 2 days at most of consolidation, and then see an immediate correction. So we may just have today and tomorrow of the correction before we see more levels as we head up higher. But otherwise, we look okay short term. On quick trades, we look okay. Long-term investments, I would stay away from that currently. And as for XRP, I think this one looks the best, as it's showing more signs of swinging back up to the upside. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to subscribe, as we are only 800 subs away, or maybe a little bit less, to 30K on the channel. Maybe we hit that by my birthday, which is today, so we'll see if that happens. Otherwise, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.